Hey YouTube, how y'all this Saturday? Well, I think I just figured something out. Yes, I'm going to talk about Michelle again. I don't usually talk about her. I told you that I don't fuck with Miss Michelle, but I'm finding something curious about this woman. Why is she so bold? I pondered it all evening last night. I said, wait a minute. Let's look at the numbers. Funky Dineva has got 200,000 subscribers, right? Michelle has got 10 thousand subscribers, right? So I had to wonder. I said, no, why would this girl be taunting this boy like this? I mean, they used to be friends and all this, and they have been basically quiet on this. And Funky Dineva chooses not to answer her at all. But now I'm beginning to understand the game. So by not answering Michelle, wait a minute, let me not get there. So from what I understand, Michelle is the one who taught Funky Dineva how to be a blogger. Now I don't know if that includes vlogging, which is what we do here on YouTube, or blogging, which is the written word on their websites. One of them. It basically, he started off at 0, and she had, I don't know what she had, the same thing she has now, or what. Apparently there was some kind of thing where she got taken down. So maybe she had gotten up to close to 100,000 or whatever. But she ain't never been at no 200,000 people, right? So a part of this may be that she's just straight jealous because this is somebody she taught, and now he got 200 times as many, something like that. 200 to 10. What's that percentage? I mean, he's annihilating her as far as the subs and views. And this is very important to Miss Michelle Brown. She's on almost every day. She's trying to climb up. So if you want to climb up, how are you going to climb up? Oh, why don't I reignite the fight with Funky Dineva? Oh, yes. Surely that will do it because every time he posts anything, I don't care if he's being silly, if he is reviewing a TV show, reality TV, whatever he seems to do, I looked at his page, he's getting like 50,000 views. So if Michelle gets into beef with him, what will happen to her view? What will happen to her 5,000 views? I'm just observing. Now she done low key. I guess she doesn't agree with my idea that she shouldn't be braggadocious. I did get that much, and I'm not gonna be sliding into no thing with this girl. I don't want to be bothered, but I do want to point something out. When Funky Dineva does not respond to her, Michelle loses, and Dineva wins. As the moment he responds to her, her numbers shoot up, way up. Now she's in his viewership. So don't be surprised that she would go and say these tacky things about Dineva. Don't be surprised that Michelle would go and say these things that no one else would say to T.S. Madison. The world seems to love her, but she seems to get in a beef with her, right? Don't be surprised by that. This girl is trying to climb them numbers. Now, people may say, well, numbers is just YouTube, ain't no big deal and all that. And I would say pretty much the same thing because this is not something I do for a living. This is more of a hobby. But the game still, to get more viewers, is still like poker chips, you know. But anyway, let me lose my train of thought. Okay. So that's why Michelle is so bold. Why she picks these fights. She done picked the fight with the whole LGBT community. Why? Because they're going to click in. She don't care if they click in to read her ass or to go off on her. That does not matter. And Josh, beware. If your numbers start to climb too fast, Miss Michelle got something for you too. I don't think she wants her students outperforming her. Now she says she teaches classes. She has some kind of class program or some shit where she teaches people how to blog and vlog. I've never investigated. I don't think I've ever been to her page, really. I see, the little thumbnails here and there, but I'm not that interested. But apparently she's some kind of, she sees herself as a school mom, or training these people how to do this thing, right? Training them how to do this thing. So, wait a minute. Yeah. So Dineva was her student. He is outperforming her by tremendous numbers. Oh, I was going to say that I thought, what, clicks, who gives a damn? I mean, we're grown people here, right? And I'm an old man, so I really don't give a shit about petty type things. But when she gave that braggadocious video yesterday, and she's telling me that boy was making $7,000 a month, I said, oh, no wonder. The way Michelle Brown loves money, all she talks about is money and all the things she's acquired, right? Money is very important to her. That Dineva's making that kind of money? Whew. I have to rethink that, honey. I said, oh my goodness, okay. So this thing really has some value. I've heard the stories about PewDiePie and how he made $22 million and some of these white people with these big audiences. It seems like with YouTube, the younger your audience is, and maybe the whiter, the better you do. Because I looked at some of these videos that go viral to make all this tremendous amount of, 3 million things and all that. They seem to be geared more towards young people. So if you really want to come in here, you probably should just come in here and just talk to children. Apparently they're on here more than anybody else. But among us, among this crowd that we interact with, 200,000 subs is a lot, because every time Funky Dineva says something, it's somewhere between 35, 60,000 views. Some of them are 100,000 views. So if he's pulling paychecks, $7,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month, you know how much money that is? Okay, so it makes me understand Miss Michelle much better, because I know she's a greedy woman. Now I'm trying to figure out if I should go and put my pimp hat on and then go there. You know what I'm saying, Michelle? Because I heard you're paying the boys. Maybe you need a player to help you spend some of them coins. I can drop all the gay, and then you can just sponsor me. Would you like that? Anyway, I'm being silly. All right, so I just wanted to acknowledge that this girl wants to get into a battle with Funky Dineva. She wants Funky Dineva to respond to her. She's smart enough to know that if Funky Dineva is smart enough to know what this child is after. If he responds to her or getting any kind of beef with her, she's automatically going to come up. Just like with that Kaya. Started that beef with Kaya and came and showed us the receipts about all these thousands of dollars he made just from one 10-minute video. Michelle would like to get into that. All right, Miss Michelle, I see you, girl. I see you, but I ain't gonna be coming back for you. They'll say, "Oh, you're trying to get into a beef with her." No. It's just a casual observation. Game recognized game. And so Funky Dineva is actually playing this well, because when he ignores her, no matter what she says or what she does, he's the one that wins, because her numbers stay down at 10,000 and a lot less for the views. You got 10,000, maybe you get 2,000 views. You got to stay there. All she can do is bait people into these beefs with her. She tried it with Madison, and it worked. She probably got her a few coins out of that, because she don't care about any kind of, morals, values, anything like that. Doesn't mean anything. Only thing it means something is money. She's obsessed with money. I guess she had to pay these boys. I don't know. It's just a rumor. But I'm just telling you, Miss Michelle. Maybe we can work it out, baby. You know what I'm saying?